Welcome to Every Goddamn Week. I'm Chris LaRose. Let's get started. No, I gotta settle down. I'm taking it pretty easy today. I just want to pull you into my calm space here. I'm actually very warm. I wanted to put on this like flannel for the video. It's really, really hot. So time to take my clothes off. This is what you come here for. But no, it's fall right now. It's cooling down. It was a very hot summer and been doing a lot of physical work. So I'm kind of like, cool, bring on the cold. So I got these like blue lights here that I've been playing with. That's me playing with a light, showing it off for the camera. If you're just listening to this and not watching the video, I can't even believe I'm videoing myself right now. I can't believe I'm putting my image out there. I look so tired because I am, and but I feel good. I just took the dog out for a really long walk, took her to the dog park, and I'm feeling ready to open up here and talk about. This is I was looking through old notebooks and sketchbooks and stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe something for the podcast. And sure enough, I found my old dream journal from 2018. I think. Yep. The first entry is on November 27th, 2018. What a different time that was. It's 2021 now. Not quite November, but it's interesting to look back and like, how often do you remember a dream from like several years ago? Do you remember any dreams from 3 years ago? I really didn't. So this is kind of fun. I don't know. I wanted to do something weird and different, and I think I have to do 2 this week because I'm behind. So I'm going to do the Breakfast Club, I think, and I may or may not have a guest for that. We'll see. I might just do it later today and just get it over with. But anyway, Dream Journal. Oh, here's a spoiler-free mini review. The Breakfast Club. It's really good, and it's really chill, and you'll feel something emotional. I guarantee that. If you don't, fuck you. So, my dream journal. I can't, why not? Like, why the fuck not? It's fun. I might as well just jump right into it. Because, like, what can you say? These are just dreams. I guess the reason I'm even talking about this is, like, I've started doing this again. And as soon as I start doing it, I start remembering my dreams more, and they get more significant and insightful. On a serious note, I'm listening to, I don't know how serious, but I'm not joking about this, is what I mean. I'm listening to an audiobook of like the Yoga Sutras of Dream and Sleep. That's the name of the book. Yeah. It's on Audible. Give me money, Audible. I give you money. Is this a fun episode? Me yelling at Audible. Anyway, so yeah, I'm listening to this audiobook on Audible about dream and sleep, and from like written by someone who actually knows what they're talking about. And it's kind of cool having this insight through dreams. So I'm wondering what I can get from this. I'm going to talk about it with you now, and maybe we'll find out I'm gay or something. I don't think so, but actually, that weird transition. But if there is anything, like if it's a sex dream in here, I might just say, no, I don't want to talk about it. Whether it be with a woman or a man or a hamster or whatever, I won't say anything. I'll just be like, oh, sex dream, moving on. So, but I think I looked through this, and I don't know, whenever I dug this up a couple weeks ago, and it's actually fairly short. I didn't stick with it that long, and it's fairly short. That's not about the sex dreams. But no, the whole thing is very short here. It's just a quick little, like, couple of weeks or something that I was writing this stuff down. Anyway, I'm stalling. I just got to get into this. Here we go. Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. My dreams were not clearly remembered. Well, that's not very fucking helpful. That's what you're supposed to do, though, right? You're supposed to write down, like, oh, I didn't remember my dreams. Great. But then there's all this detail. I dreamt of a black, shiny substance from which I pulled various mysterious objects. I could tell I was sleepy when I wrote this first thing in the morning. So, a black, shiny substance from which I pulled various mysterious objects. Do I remember this? Not really. Much later, there's some sort of battle, or perhaps merely an attempt to, what? To annoy? It was either a battle or perhaps just an attempt to annoy. Interesting. This is the weirdest episode ever already. Involving this is so hard to read. What seemed to be futuristic weapons. Oh, okay. That sounds, I often have dreams about like the future, this kind of like sci-fi future, but often very dystopian. Yeah, okay. This is starting to seem sort of familiar. I remember a clear sky and a friend encouraging me to continue. Wow. Right off the bat, like, I got this like, oh, I'm going to write down all my dreams. Like right off the bat, I get this awesome like adventure dream. That sounds great. Let's see what comes next. Wednesday, November 28th. So this is the next night. I dreamed of an incredible futuristic city. What? I wonder if like I wrote that down and was like, that was like the other dream. All this sci-fi kind of stuff with a large building with glowing blue trim. That's cool. Large futuristic city. I'm trying to picture this. Large building with glowing blue trim as the focal point. Okay. That's pretty cool. I can kind of see that, but I'm probably just thinking of like Blade Runner, right? Kind of Blade Runner-y stuff. Or like any kind of like cyberpunk city. So far, what are we learning about my psyche here? I don't know. Guy maybe spent a lot of his childhood in a small town and then moved to a city, and his tiny little mind still doesn't know what to make of it, and it looks like sci-fi to him. That's what I think. Good, very insightful, I guess. Whatever, this is fun for me. I hope it's fun to listen to. And I hope it's recording. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Moving on. So yes, boxes. Ooh. Huh. Oh, okay. So the building is not a tower. Oh. More like a huge box with other boxes attached and some taller sections. Okay. I really should have just drawn that. I've had dreams about like cities a lot, and I've drawn some of them, and like one was really weird where I drew this weird crazy city that I saw in a dream, and then I was like, oh, I gotta color it in because the color was really important. And I grabbed a green pen or like Sharpie and went and colored it in, and I realized it was like the Emerald City from Wizard of Oz. I was like, oh shit. So that's why I was wondering if that would happen here, but this doesn't sound very familiar. It sounds a little bit like some of the architecture that you see in Vancouver, just kind of like, we're going to make a condo building, but it's like a bunch of little cubes all smushed together. That's like a pretty common thing. So, okay. Architecture dreams. Sick. I marveled at the city from above. Cool. Flying around the city. Maybe that was just a real building that I flew over in like astral projection style. And I had a companion here too, so it must have been from the night before. This is awesome. This is crazy world I go to in my sleep. A companion commented on how amazing the city we live in is. Yeah. This reminds me a lot of like an early memory of like looking out of like an office building window. And there was like another kid with me. Anyway. So maybe some childhood memories, you know, morphing in my dreams. I hope no psychologists like listen to this and like diagnose me with something. I mean, go ahead. Maybe it'll help me out. Who knows? Like, oh, I've had whatever. I don't want to make fun of mental illnesses. Anyways. Because I'm no fun. Some adventures later, so there were several adventures in this dream. Awesome. I went to a party, beer in hand. I won't say the guy's name, but guy from middle school told me to get the fuck out of here. This is just stuff that happened in my life. I went to a party, and this guy told me to fuck off. Like, that's just, memories. but scrambled up in a weird dream slurry. I asked why, confused. Just like in real life. He stated, oh, this is not real. He stated it is because I, quote, do needle drugs. I do sort of remember this dream because it was so weird, because it seemed so real until that point. Because for the record, I've never done anything like that. And this guy in real life did way more drugs than I've ever done. So there. Oh, I sat there and argued with him. Okay. Cool. This will be I don't get a lot of listens, but this will probably be the least listened episode ever. Like, dream journal? No. Or who knows? I think it's, I find it really fun to listen to people's dreams. I wish they would do it more. Comment on this and tell me about like the crazy, I don't know, just a dream. Anyway, enough of this. I've made the choice to do this. I don't have to justify it to you. Thank you for listening. Thursday, November 29th, 2018. Nurgle from Behemoth, social media. Yeah, okay. So I did last time I looked over this, I did a little math. And I think it was like 6 months before this, I was in Ireland, and it was my birthday. Maybe my math is off. My math is off. It's over 6 months. Anyway, or under. Who cares? I'm trying to remember here. Like I don't remember this dream, but I think I know what it was based on. I think it was like waking up on my birthday and going on Instagram. And I was just like, I didn't have that much to do for like a few hours, and no one else was away. I woke up really early, and I just looked at like this guy's Nurgle from the band Behemoth's Instagram. I guess, I don't know. It seemed, because it's a significant date. I did something kind of mundane first thing in the morning while drinking like a Keurig. I think I was in a hotel. I know I was in a hotel, but I think I had a Keurig. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's all about Behemoth. By the way, like, I did have some really amazing times at this guy's shows back in the day. He's been controversial lately in a significant way. I guess he always does that. He's like a Satanist or something, but it's like, and it's like, oh, sure, you're a Satanist, whatever. But he's like, no, I'm serious, and you can't tell me what I can and can't say or whatever. And, oh, controversy. Cool guy. Anyway, so his social media, his friends kept dying, and I kind of remember this dream. Just lots of pictures of him, like, with the person when they were alive and stuff, you know. I noted they had alcoholic beverages in all the pictures. Interesting. That was significant to the dream somehow. Okay. How does that fit into the other stuff? I don't know. Yeah. Friday, November 30th. I do not remember my dreams. Wonderful. December 1st, 2018. So this is interesting. Like, you can tell it's like winter, and I was like, I think, yeah, in summer it's very like external sunshine, you know. I don't know. My focus is more like out there and being all like positive and bright and having fun all the time, I think, is more like what I mean. Whereas like as it gets colder and stuff, it's more like contemplative and mystical and mysterious, and you know, and you got to have both. Like when it starts to become spring, I'm like, oh cool, I don't have to be like, I'm not going to be gloomy for a really long time. You know, I'm not going to think about like gloomy stuff. Not that I'm like intentionally in winter, like time to be depressed. Although without sunshine, that can happen. You got to take your vitamin D. In this area of the world, it gets very dark and gloomy around the time that I'm writing this dream journal here. But anyway, what am I saying? It's the point is, it's more like, I don't know. I just think of like fall and winter as being more like, I don't know. Makes me think. I go for walks in graveyards more and contemplate the life and things like that. Whereas in summer, I'm like, I'm in a floaty on a lake, which I was doing not that long ago. The weather changes fast here. Now everything, it's blue light everywhere all the time now. The spooky moonlight. Anyway, that's my talk on the seasons. But it's really true. Like, I'm really feeling the change now, where everything's like I am really paying attention to my dreams more. There's something like, and I'm like, oh, I should meditate more or whatever. Things like that. It's just that stuff seems more relevant and comes more easily. Great for like, I don't know, creative stuff, I find. When I don't want to just like run around in the sun and run through a sprinkler in the summertime, when it becomes fall and then into winter, it's like, oh, I want to stay inside and I'm gonna write more and maybe I'll paint a picture or whatever. Like I get more creative, I find, or I just have more time for it or something. Anyway, so here, dreams, going into that realm more. I guess it's more just like mental. That's like an easy way of putting it. It's like, that's, you know what I mean. I've sort of getting to a point there. So December 1st. Wait a minute. This is a sex one. A very personal one. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. That's gross. I had a really messed up sex dream on December 1st, 2018. Not even messed up, just like the way I wrote it down was graphic. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be a little more like, we made love in the sunlight. You know what I'm trying to say. It's not that. It's like, and then this happened, and then I did this, and then I did this. It's like, whoa, no. So I'm not going to put that out there. Am I blushing on the podcast? I don't remember my dreams, December 2nd. But I definitely was ready. I was like, ooh, another sex dream. I don't remember the one after that either. And then on the December 4th, I projected onto others. In my dream or in my waking life? Waking Life. There's a good movie. If you're kind of like, if you think dreams are cool, watch Waking Life. There you go. Alex Jones is in that movie. Anyway, Charlie is in this dream. Charlie was on this podcast. Charlie calmed me down. And I was mad at people saying they had a problem with me. And my friend Charlie calmed me down. Yeah, I don't think I don't remember that. Told me it was all in my head. Cool. That's an insightful dream, hey? It's just like, oh, hey, you're projecting onto other people and you think they have a problem with you. And it's like, nope, it's all in your head. I was being paranoid, at least on some level. It's in the dream. It's in the text. It's in the dream. Thought everyone hated me, but it was all projection. They all want to help. Good lesson. Good. There's a word for that. It's like pronoia. So it's the opposite of paranoia. If there's anything you learn from this podcast, pronoia. That's what you want. Like everyone is out to help you. Not everyone's out to get you. If you ever think everyone's out to get you, you just say, okay, either everyone's out to get me or everyone is out to help me. And I get to choose. I'm going to go with everyone's out to help me. Okay. There's a great Terrence McKenna bit where he talks about that, and he's like, is a thing in an interview or whatever. He talks about like, he's like, my view on the world is like, everyone is trying to make me happy. Like they are working very hard to make sure that conditions are such that like I'm going to be happy with whatever result comes from their actions, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that kind of, I don't know. And then I hear a lot of people have like psychedelic experiences, on that note, on the Terrence McKenna note, where, yeah, they come out of it feeling like, or experience during it, like everybody is on my team. And, there's so many people out there and every single one of them is like, for every extra person, that's like more of a chance for me to be like happy or fulfilled or whatever. And then you just have so much compassion for other people. Or so I've heard. And you want to help them. My girlfriend's pregnant in this one. And we were at an airport. Such dreamy stuff, right? Your own dreams. I get the locations are so like so interesting. Just like airport. This is so random. I guess a lot of dreams are like random like that, but still, it's like you're in a city, you're in a airport, and like I don't know. I guess it makes it extra weird when you have a dream where you're just in like a cave that doesn't make sense, or you're in space or something somewhere totally nuts. But you can really tell, like I don't know, it's like the budget for my dreams wasn't that high, and so they went to real locations where like they could get permission, or they or whatever. It's just like it doesn't have I don't have a lot of like special effects budget for my dreams, it seems. Oh, I wandered to a dark room in the city, thinking of what to do. Cool. Some of these would make interesting little films. I just realized as I was talking about how they're all low budget type stories in a film regard. Thursday, December 6th, 2018. I hugged a beautiful... Oh, wait a minute. In a friendly manner. Okay, the hug became tighter, more affectionate and intimate. Okay, you see where this one's going? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. And she was like related to my friend from middle school. Interesting. Okay. Cool. And he looked at me knowingly, like, I know what you two are up to, kind of thing. Okay. I think that's what I'm reading here. But it's the same guy from that other dream. Interesting, eh? What's going on there? Unresolved issues. I did stop being friends with him after high school. Didn't really see him ever again. We were pretty good friends before that. Man. I'm not going to call him. Too mad at him. There you go. This is my therapy session. You're here. Wow. I don't clearly remember my dreams. And then again, I say what they were. I was in the same environment as I have had dreams of as of late. Hard to describe without clear details. So I'm guessing a city. Could be like one of these dream environments that's sort of like a mall world. I often have dreams about like shopping, not even shopping, not like, oh, should I buy this or whatever. It's just like, I'm just walking around in a place where there are a lot of people buying and selling stuff, or like, it just looks like a mall. This is not just me, which is kind of cool. I always thought like, man, I'm always in this sort of like, I don't know, like maybe I'll go up an elevator and then I come out and I'm like in a place that kind of reminds me of Sydney, Australia, but I'm not there. I turn a corner and I'm in Alberta and like Calgary and some tower I was in. Pretty typical. You could picture that in like Inception, Leo going around the corner. It's like, oh, those are actually two different cities. But I don't know. There is like a specific feel and a specific like look and just vibe, I don't know, to this like mall world. So maybe that's where I was here. All I'm saying. My mom. But it wasn't my mom. It was my friend's mom. But she was my mom in the dream. Okay. Thinking over whether to give me money. And I had a brother as well who was a man with a nice coat with a beard. Me from the future. And he's my brother in this. His name's Peter. Anyway, I do know a Peter who has a big old beard. Anyway, he's my bro. I took him aside and grabbed his lapels, and I shouted, "Just once, Peter, I would love it if you were on my side." Whoa. Some fucking like soap opera drama, melodrama going on in this particular dream. Pretty cool. A break from the sci-fi maybe. Just, me and just a little family thing with my fake family. We're getting close to Christmas here. I don't know if I made it that far. Oh, wow, I do. Wow. There's more to this than I thought. Don't remember my dream. I do not clearly remember my dream. I do not clearly remember my dream. I do not clearly remember my dream. See how consistent I was, though? Boom, boom, boom. Every morning, write down what happened. That's what you gotta do. Like I said earlier, I've been doing this lately, and it's been pretty cool. Pretty good results, I would say. keep saying insights. That's so like vague, but stuff that relates back to real life is A-okay by me. Like I love getting those insights. Sometimes they screw you up, but it's been good lately. Anyway, ooh, Mountain Dream. Okay, so December 13th. Ooh, Thursday, December 13th, 2018. I was about to ascend the peak of a mountain when one of my companions declared it was time to add some obstacles. I remember this. Yeah, this is a heavy one. Giant chunks of rock fell from the sky, surrounding the peak. Wow, I remember this. Yeah. Adding hours to the climb. Oh, so yeah, I've had like these. You can tell how much more affected I am by this one than a lot of the other ones. I have these mountain dreams all the time. No, I shouldn't say all the time, actually. But throughout, like, the last decade, I would say. Really, like, since I started, like, doing, like, longer, like, more elevation, overnight hikes. Camping at the tops of mountains, things like that. A lot of awesome dreams on those nights, I'll say that. But anyway, so I remember having one in particular where like it was like robed figures, and we were looking up at this, like we were in this it was the Brandywine, which is anyway like kind of a Lord of the Rings thing, but anyway, Brandywine Meadows, and there's like the Brandywine Mountain, so you can see across the meadow and then the mountain. And like I'm in the meadows with somewhere in some meadow with these like robed figures, and they don't say it to me. It's like I hear it in my head, which it is not that common in dreams for me. It's usually like just people talking and like normal. This was like they said, witness the birth of the All-Father, and we looked at the mountain and it exploded, and like this crazy like wolf-like ice kind of looking god thing came out, and it was just this idea of like the All-Father, father of all things, coming out of this mountain. And then I went hiking because I had to dream about the mountain because I was going there. I went hiking with two of my buddies, and I had a very, very close call where I almost fell off a cliff, and it was like that would have been scary enough, but like the fact that I had this weird dream before that, forget about it. I was just like, I'm still figuring that one out. I was freaked out about it for a long time. Actually, I was kind of like, that was weird that I had this dream that felt so heavy. And then, what do I mean by it felt heavy? I don't know. It just sort of was like, I'm being shown something in a way I'm not used to seeing things, even in dreams. And it's just like a really heavy idea, this All-Father thing. And I just, and I had a bunch of other dreams about that, with that All-Father concept. Where that's coming from, I don't know. I just, fear of dying on a mountain, I don't know. Then anyway, whatever. There's a weird dream for you to think about, a bonus dream. So yeah, when I have a mountain dream, it can be like that sometimes. And here I had this mountain dream where some dick who is a wizard or something, decided to just add obstacles to our climb. And I remember seeing it, and it just looked so, I don't know, it kind of felt like a cutscene from a video game, you know, like, oh no, the whatever, and then it changes the terrain or whatever, but it looked way more realistic and way more like, I don't know, just based on actual experience of like, I don't know, just being in mountains. Anyway, I guess because like in the back of your mind when you're doing something risky, like you're in a narrow passage on a mountain or something, there's something in the back of your mind going like, you know, you could definitely die doing this, and there's like there's a lot of scary stuff around you that you're blocking out so you can, you know, keep going. I guess. So then you have these dreams where it's kind of like, look at it, look how dangerous the world is. That's my thoughts on it. But it definitely feels a little more special than that, a little deeper. It's something that I can't really put into words. There you go. You thought it would be all just fucking around. I got a little deep almost there. Not really, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make sense out of like what that feeling is, that like heaviness. Anyway, part of the fun, part of why I do this kind of thing, looking at dreams and even meditating and stuff, contemplating these vague, very vague things that are hard to grasp, let alone, talk about. Anyway, December 30th. Oh, what? Oh, so I went from the 13th to the 30th. So I guess I just took like a little Christmas break. New Year's Eve party. Incoming. Gotta get drugs. 10 p.m. What? Oh, wow. Wow, I really wrote this. Some of these, like, I maybe had some coffee before I wrote them. This one. It's like New Year's Eve party incoming. Gotta get drugs. 10 p.m. Gotta get drugs and get back to Paul's place. Oh, Paul. He's been on this podcast many times. Unless it's Paul McCartney. Paul, very excited. This is just, I don't know, the concept of, I guess, New Year's Eve memories mixed with New Year's Eve anticipation. I don't even know what I did this year. Oh, and then shopping. What did I fucking say? I forgot this was in here. Shopping, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm in mall world in this one. Movies, movie-related shit. The Dark Knight. I've been having Batman dreams lately, so I think that's what's kind of really got me, and it really got me back into like, oh, let's look at what my dreams were like back then, because like, I don't know. I've had Batman dreams. That's another time. Mountain dreams. I got Batman dreams. I got mall dreams. There's just these continuing things that come up all the time. Dark Knight Rises Collector's Edition. That makes me think of like Community, where they have the Dark Knight DVD and it's special, and Annie breaks it. Anyway, so I'm thinking that's where that came from. Like it's just a precious object to do with Batman. And the Dark Knight Rises, though, that could just mean a million things, right? What? Oh, I hide the collector's edition in the shop or whatever, and then I'm going to come back and get it when I have more money. Interesting. That thought process is interesting, right? Like, oh, I want to hide this and come back for it when I have more money. What's that? What's going on there? Yeah. I think that's what happens in these Batman dreams a lot of the time. It's kind of like the goal in the dream is to become Batman, regardless of what my goals in life are, but like they relate to my goals, if that makes sense. Like, anyway, like I want to get into carpentry, and I'm like, oh, I could do that for a living. I have a dream about where carpentry and Batman go together. Where like I'm driving the Batmobile on like wood planks or something like that. Or I literally had a dream where I had like a wooden raft that turned into like a Batman kind of like black motorcycle that was really cool. So it's crazy. The Batman dreams get real like that, man. They're not just like, and they're way more easy to make sense out of. It's kind of like, okay, here's a career path mixed with Batman. You see how, and before that it was other things mixed with Batman. So like, those are easy to make sense out of because it's just sort of like your goals are represented as being Batman related for some reason. Your dreams, okay? Like that, I go like, okay, good, got it. Mountain dreams, way deeper, way weirder, right? Heavier. Yeah. I'm glad I did this podcast. It's really, dreams are cool, right? It's probably the most rewarding for me. I don't know what you get out of it. A bunch of little stories, I guess. And you get to, and it's very like, I don't know, getting to know me, like there's no way you're not going to know something about me by the end of this. And you can make fun of me to your friends. A dog dream. I lost Smitty. That's my girlfriend's parents' dog. That's sad. I had a dream about him the other night, but that's just because we took care of him recently. Anyway, he went out a window, very stressed. What? And then had a nap. In my dream, I had a nap. Trimming pubes, cut off balls. That's a dream, isn't it? That's like your teeth falling out. But like, trimming. Snip. Sorry, I should have warned you about that one. Up. Here comes a disturbing image for you to think about. I figured it wasn't a big deal, but then I tried to put them back on. I realized they would go. They wouldn't go back on easily. I wrote, call the doctor. Yes. You're going to need a doctor. You cut your balls off with scissors. Presumably, like those little nose hair trimmer scissors. I do remember that dream, actually, by the way. Like, it freaked me out. Like, ah! It was like cutting, like, plasticine with scissors. It wasn't little ones. It was, like, big, like, just for a paper or whatever. Get that image out of your head. Yeah, have a nightmare after this one, eh? January 1st, 2019. Trying to remember that. Who cares? Sexy vacation, question mark? I don't know. You tell me. This must have been, I mean, it must have been hungover, right? It'd have to be. It's the first of the year. There's no way I couldn't be, at least a little. A little groggy. Made racist jokes out of, I made racist jokes to a black guy in the dream. Not on New Year's Eve, I assume. To what? Out of nervousness. Okay. He made it clear he doesn't like it, so I apologized, and we became friends. Happy ending to that dream. Why was I making those jokes, though? What a jerk. Sexual encounters with... Ooh, no. It's a lot. Just a big paragraph. I'm not even going to look at it. I'll blush again. January 2nd, 2019. I have a 6-pack in this one. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fine. Great. Awesome. Oh, man, we're down to like our last couple of dreams in this particular stream. It sucks because like now I wish, this is why I got to just start writing them down all the time, because like, I don't know, I realize I'm almost done here, and I'm like, man, this is a short ass podcast. But also I'm like, man, what happens next? Okay, so I'm just gonna have to. I want to make a practice out of this, just writing them down all the time, and if nothing comes of it, whatever. But I don't know. I'm enjoying this. I like it. I don't know. January 8th, 2019. I shouldn't say her name. Don't want to say just random people's names, but someone I went to the Art Institute with, film student, wants everyone at party to fuck. Oh wait, is this one of those dreams? The girl I dated at the Art Institute shows me her tits. You're sneaking another sex dream in here. Chris from 2019. Hold on. She like flashes me in a crowded room, I see, where people are watching TV, wants to fuck. So that's technically not a sex dream, so it's okay that I talked about that. That's not based on a true story. That never happened with that particular person. January 9th, I forget. And then the final dream, January 10th, 2019. The final dream of this log, of this journal. Corporate espionage, sneaking around in office building, watching people in meetings. Fun with someone else. Someone else is underlined. Interesting. So me and this other person and I, rather, are sneaking around an office building, watching people. It gives me like a Matrix vibe. I don't really remember this dream at all. But it makes me think of that childhood memory of being in the office building with that other kid. It was a little girl. We looked out the window and she said, "I can see the whole city." And it was such a cool moment that I asked her to do it again. I was like, "Can we come back in and you can say that again?" Yeah. So I don't know. That's a random memory that I keep getting reminded of. It's been twice now, just in this brief little journal. But I don't know, that and like the Matrix Neo at the beginning, where like Neo's sneaking around and Morpheus is on the phone and he's like, "There are agents coming for you." But this is it just says corporate espionage in quotes. I don't know. But I don't know. Office land is not it's not a typical, I've mentioned kind of what was like mountains. Man, even just saying that just now, I'm remembering like all these other mountain dreams. They get so cool. Mountain dreams. Mall World. Is there another one that's almost like a zoo? What else? I didn't mention that yet, but and recently I'm dreaming about docks, like by the water, like going out on a pier, or like there's just wooden docks everywhere. Yeah. Well, shit, I'm forgetting another one. But the point is, yeah, there's those places that you go repeatedly. I guess just like random city stuff. I love all this stuff. Like I find the environments are the kind of the most interesting thing in a way, because they don't exist exactly, but like often they pull from real places, or sometimes I just don't know where they come from. And either way, they can both be pretty neat. And then there's these characters, and it's like, where are they coming from? I can kind of tell a story to myself about who this person is based on like a very vague but specific, like, but you know, warped because it's an old memory in the very like way back there. Like, oh man, oh it's dusty, you know, childhood memories and stuff. So I don't know. It's just so mystical and slippery. Like slippery's not, that's a gross word for it, but it's like mystical, I guess, is the best way. You can't grasp it. You pass right through it if you try and grab it. I'm really enjoying this camera today. I'm grabbing it. I don't know. I'm out of dreams. My dreams. Those are all the dreams I have written for you. If you think this is the best thing ever, you tell me, and I'll just keep sharing dreams. Why not? Every goddamn week you get like 7 more dreams potentially. 7 more nights of dreams. It's just a topic I'm just into right now. And I want to keep that going. Every time I keep a dream journal, I benefit from it. I just want to keep stressing that, because like I want to push you, if you're listening to this, like do it. It's one of those things that, you know, you start talking to someone about, like, when you find someone who wants to talk about dreams, it's always fun for me anyway, because I want to talk about them. And when you have that opportunity, it's great, but then inevitably someone will say like, I keep a dream journal and it really helps, or I should really keep a dream journal, or, you know, that's what you're supposed to do if you want to remember your dreams or whatever, and maybe lucid dream, or, you know, things like that. And then I don't know. This is a conversation I just kept having where it was like, yeah, you got to write it down like every day, every morning, ideally, like, because you forget stuff so fast. And then no one does it. then they wake up the next day and they just drink their coffee and go to work. Idiots. They have no idea what their dreams are because they're not writing them down. So I don't know. I'm just feeling like a nice sense of satisfaction right now. Like, I've been doing it, you know, consistently every time I wake up and I remember any kind of dream. It's like, you know, I slept in recently because I went, because I wanted to anyway. It's like, it's the weekend, I want to. And I was like, okay, so I woke up pretty fucking early, like earlier than I normally do. And I was like, I could get up and have a really productive day on a day that I actually don't have much to do. Or I could sleep in and maybe because I don't really remember my dreams, I'll have a really good one. And I did. So, and by good, I just mean like juicy. Like this whole like nightmare versus dream, good dream, bad dream thing. You know, I'm beyond good and bad when it comes to dream, and man, I had a real, like, you want like paranoid nightmare. One of those, like, you got to keep moving because people are coming after you. And it's like almost like a video game or something, but maybe like for me, it was like a horror movie, pulling some elements, only the spookiest elements from real life. Like I've been like working in this basement and like having to rip like really old boards off the wall. And like, I might have even mentioned that on this podcast, like, cause it was this really splintery wood, and we found like this like mummified rat. Almost. It was just so gross. And like, I don't know, there's just like weird, it was spooky before we ripped the fucking place apart. And now it's like, like, oh, and digging under the concrete and stuff. It's just like let's just give me nightmares, you know. But they're not. They're just. It's just. I mean, I guess maybe. I'm trying to defend my nightmares and say like they're okay, you know. If I see a really gross looking rat and then I have a dream about a really gross looking rat, I'm gonna wake up and go, interesting. That was really well. I'll write it down and I'll go, wow, that's really interesting. I honestly don't. I can't really. The only real disturbing dreams for me now are ones where, honestly, where I have a dream that I have something that I want, and then I wake up and I don't have it. Like a motorcycle. That can fuck me up for the day or longer. Where I'm just like, man, I really want that thing, or like, why can't things be like in that really good dream? Anyway, but even then, it's still okay because then I can go like, man, maybe I really do want to ride a motorcycle. Wow, and it can create real life change where, you know, I could really do that, and you know, can push me to take action. Which, you know, as of having that motorcycle dream, I'm kind of like, man, I really like. It's kind of like dumping money down the toilet, but I got to do it at some point, you know. Yeah. So buy a motorcycle and send me some money. I should get some kind of motorcycle fund set up so that you know, it's like I have money that's just that comes from you, and it's for this one purpose alone. And I think that's what we learned today from my dream journal talk. No, honestly though, like record your dreams. Send me the coolest, juiciest dreams you have. Make art about your dreams. I think that's really fun to do. Write them down in script form. Whatever. I just think it's like, it's this whole other side of life. So much of life is so mundane. I am very easily bored by it. I always have been. I think everyone kind of is. That's why we watch a lot of TV and listen to a lot of podcasts and masturbate a lot. That's why there's so much porn. But rather than having to stimulate all the time, you know, in whatever way in your waking life, especially with media, whatnots, just like dream a little dream. It's the and I don't know on this. I think it goes hand in hand with creativity. So like, I just want to put good messages out there, and I think you should be doing creative stuff, express yourself and all that. And I'm not. It sounds like I feel silly. I'm not being sarcastic. I want good things for you. Anyway, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee now and try and get on with my day. Thank you very much for listening, and sweet dreams.
Every goddamn week. Every goddamn week. Every goddamn week.